The Mandalorian filled a void within the Star Wars timeline. There is little that we know about the events between episodes 6 and 7. Many questions about the new trilogy were never answered. Questions like how did the First Order become stronger than the Empire despite them operating from the shadows? Or how did Palpatine manage to manipulate every event from the unknown region? Among other simpler questions, like how Anakin's blue lightsaber ended up in the hands of Maz Kanata. The Mandalorian is the perfect opportunity to address these kinds of questions, and thanks to some recent leaks, we are getting a clear idea about how this mythical lightsaber ended up with Maz, something that may finally be revealed in the series. But what if Anakin's lightsaber ended up in the hands of one of his apprentices? The Skywalker lightsaber, also known as Anakin's, Luke's, and Rey's lightsaber, was a blue-bladed weapon constructed by the Jedi Knights and the Chosen One, Anakin Skywalker, during the fall of the Galactic Republic. Billed as a replacement for Anakin's first lightsaber, the Skywalker lightsaber was carried by its creator throughout the Clone Wars, and after Anakin turned against the Jedi Order by joining the Sith Lord Darth Sidious. In the hands of a Sith, the newly anointed Darth Vader, the Skywalker lightsaber was used to cut down numerous Jedi, including Padawans and Jedi younglings during the siege of the Jedi Temple of Coruscant. It then slaughtered the leaders of the Confederacy of Independent Systems on Mustafar. The Skywalker lightsaber was then reclaimed by the Jedi thanks to Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin's former Jedi Master, who defeated him in a lightsaber duel. Kenobi kept the lightsaber with him for nearly 2 decades on Tatooine, until it was handed down to Anakin's son, Luke Skywalker. Opposed to the reign of the Galactic Empire, Luke carried his father's lightsaber during his travels throughout the Galactic Civil War, fighting for the Alliance and restoring the Republic and training to become a Jedi Knight. However, the Skywalker lightsaber was ultimately lost on Bespin when its original owner Darth Vader struck off his son's hand during their duel in Cloud City. That was the last time we were able to see the blue lightsaber in the original trilogy. So it was a big surprise when that very saber started beckoning its new master, Rey, in the newer movies. This lightsaber was in the care of Maz Kanata, but she refused to say why, when, or how she came to possess it.
A good question. For another time.
This was a disappointment for the fans, because to this day, it still remains a mystery. But the answer to said mystery may finally be revealed in The Mandalorian. A few months ago, after Ahsoka's introduction into Season 2 of The Mandalorian was confirmed, some interesting information about her appearance and certain iconic lightsabers were mentioned. According to StarWarsNews.net, Ahsoka's appearance happens as follows. Key insights into Ahsoka Tano's rumored appearance in The Mandalorian Season 2. The rumor specifically highlights the beloved character's overall look, physicality, and the extent to which she will actively be in the series. Focusing on her look, the report indicates that the Togruta's Likyu will be on full live-action display, and that the former Jedi will embrace a dark gray hooded robe and have a look much more similar to her final appearance in Clone Wars than her Gandalf the White appearance at the end of Rebels. It also discusses another key feature for the character, her lightsabers. The report states that she will indeed be wielding a blue-bladed lightsaber, which could lead to the possibility that she has in some way once again embraced the ways of the Jedi. They go on to describe that she will have a powerful presence in the season and that she's there to fight in some regard. The fact that Ahsoka wields a blue lightsaber could mean that she has returned to the path of the Jedi. The last sabers we see her use were her pair of white sabers, and as far as we know, she hasn't lost or discarded them. To use a blue lightsaber now would just be a reminder of her former master, the one who fell to the dark side of the Force. So the only logical conclusion for her to have a blue lightsaber would be that it isn't hers. That weapon could be Luke's lost lightsaber, his father's lightsaber. Objects who are owned by one who is strong with the Force can carry traces of the Force itself within them, even more so in the cases of kyber crystals, which are used to build lightsabers. And if there is somebody who can sense the remnants of the Force left behind in an object used by Anakin Skywalker, it would be Ahsoka. So it is possible that the Force wants her to have it, just as it will when Rey finds it. The last thing we knew about Ahsoka was that she was heading to the unknown regions of the galaxy along with Sabine, as they looked for Ezra. In recent Star Wars comics, We saw that one of the Ugnaught workers from Cloud City was the last person in possession of the lightsaber because he stumbled upon it while looking through trash. If this Ugnaught managed to escape a life of labor and move to the furthest regions of the galaxy, like Cole did in The Mandalorian, it is possible that Ahsoka may have run into him. If Ahsoka is presented holding Anakin's lightsaber, we may see how Maz Kanata came to have it. Ahsoka could have given it to her, though there is a chance for an Ahsoka Tano-focused television series to be created in the near future. And there is where she may give the lightsaber to Maz. It is possible, based on these rumors, that the Mandalorian will present her with this iconic weapon in her possession, maybe referencing Luke and Vader as its previous owners. Ahsoka may have visions of the future about a young unknown woman who needs the lightsaber, and that may be the reason why she hands it over to Maz Kanata, keeping it safe until the day this young lady appears. This is a probable theory, and even though the Mandalorian may not show us exactly how Ahsoka found Anakin's lightsaber, it is more believable for his former apprentice to be the one who finds it, even without a logical explanation. But what about you? Do you believe that Ahsoka will have and maybe use Anakin's lightsaber in the second season of The Mandalorian? Will we finally get an explanation about how it ended up with Maz Kanata? And please don't forget, subscribe to our new channel, Mandalorian Universe.